What's up, guys, and welcome to Kickback and Chill. And today, Friday, November 4th, MV.1 is in the building to discuss new music along with his new EP called Pressher. Coming to you from Midtown, New York City. So kick back, relax, and have some fun. So Kickback and Chill starts right now.
What's up, guys? Welcome to M&N's Kickback and Chill. I'm your host, DNYC, and we the only show where you can kick back, relax, and have some fun on this Friday afternoon in Midtown, New York City. I'm super excited because today I have a special guest in the building who's known for his EP called Pressher, all the way from Jamaica, Queens. Plus, his first time at the building, man. So I'm curious to know what he has been going on, and I'm excited for us to connect. Y'all make some noise for Queen's own MV.1. Oh, man. Oh, my pack is coming out. Man. What's going on, man? Have a seat, have a seat.
Got me a little napping.
Well, you wide awake. I'm super excited to have you here at the function. You know, obviously, we're making music, EP out now, Pressher, you know what I'm saying? But let's just jump straight in. You know, what made MV.1 want to start making music?
I would say, most of all, my cousin. Passed away. I lost him about 2 years back. He really put the battery in my back to, actually pursue this music thing because he was heavy on the music rapping.
Right.
So, I slowly found my way into singing. And from there, it was just
everything was just a breeze from there.
It just all came together piece by piece. I didn't really know how I was gonna do it, but it just came.
Okay. Cool. I like that. Now, what many people don't know is that MV.1 is actually an acronym, so kind of give us a little behind the scenes of what does MV.1 mean?
So, I mean, most people, if you know me, you know me. But
you ain't gotta say it. You ain't gotta say but
but definitely my first and last initial,
Okay.
Keep that on the quiet tip, but definitely go most valuable. That's one of them I like to go with. I also like to go with my vibe. I got a few different meanings, just depends on the occasion, so I like switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. I like how, it's most valuable one, because, you see yourself put yourself at a high pedestal, what I'm saying? Because you only want to see yourself win and be the best at what you can be at all times. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that. I really do like that.
Definitely.
Let's talk about this new EP, Pressher. I would definitely say I love the cover art. I love the name, how you was able to manipulate the word. Kind of curious, how the idea come about? Because I see a little band-aid on the heart, man. I don't want to be nosy, but talk to me on the creation of the project.
Man, I say, girls put you through a lot.
They do.
They'll put you through a lot, man. So, just in my time of dealing with females, have my own little issues. Of course, friends got issues with females, so, try to relay that message. In the music, dealing with the pain, the confusion, everything that comes with just battling your emotions just versus a female. So it's a mixture of the pressure that she's putting on you as a man to figure out how to...
pressure.
How to get everything, You gotta please them, so it's like you don't know what they want all the time.
Yeah, so MV.1 is a lover.
Of course, man.
Okay, cool. Man, talk to me about, some challenges you possibly encounter, as an artist. They always say music is oversaturated. It's a lot of artists from New York. It's a cutthroat industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to know what are some challenges you faced and, what keeps you going each and every day?
I mean, some of my biggest problems or issues I had in starting this off is that social anxiety. It's a different life trying to be an artist. Most people don't know. They think it's just like go in the studio, you make this music, they think it's gonna blow, but it's a lot of steps that come into that, as well as like the self-confidence you have to build coming into this, because it's doubters all around. There's negative energy, people just love to throw dirt. So in terms of that, I would say my biggest thing is just getting out of my shell, I'm very inside, I chill,
Slightly a little introverted.
Introvert, definitely introverted. So, I don't know, I'm trying to get out of that shell, open up more social media and everything, just the shows, performing, making music is the easiest part for me.
Oh, okay, cool. You know, with music, you know, it's all about, in order to really succeed in this business, you really gotta have a team to really help you and advocate on your behalf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We also got connected through your manager, Chib. Big shout outs to him. He's here with us
sir,
today.
my boy.
You know, just talk about how you guys met and the relationship you guys have.
Man, that's my brother, like from another mother.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we met a while back when I was in my freshman year of high school. So we met.
okay.
We actually went to separate schools, but we met in a program over at St. John's University.
Okay.
So we used to link up over there, you know, we got cool, like real close immediately, like we just clicked. And from there, we always kept each other, you know, around here and there. We see each other, sometimes you don't. You know how relationships with friends go. You grow up, sometimes you don't see them, sometimes you don't, but we always stuck around each other. So for the most part, he seen me kicking off the music thing, and he was very much like in tune, and he wanted to be a part of it. So, you know, I look at it like, what I want to do with this music thing, I want to be allowed to put everybody that I know personally, friends, family, whoever.
You want to put them on
They
the map.
believe in me, I want to put them on the same map that I'm going. We could all get it together.
Ooh. It's a little yeah, damn. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, in this industry, you know, big shout out to Chib. Before I really go, big shout out to Chib, man. You know, in this industry, you know, it's always the question that remains, should I get signed to a major a record label, or should I remain independent? There's pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
You know, we know in a game where, you know, social media is like, you gotta have big numbers on social media. Like, everything's a numbers game. I'm kind of curious to know, as you flourish within your music career, what route do you want to take and why?
I've been taking a lot of initiative to research the independent route.
Okay.
You know, it takes a lot more work. I say that most definitely. Just being the one that you gotta be the self-provider. You don't necessarily have a label behind you. So that being said, if you built for it, you can stick it out, you know, take the long run, but it don't work out for everybody. I definitely say that a major label isn't always the baddest thing to get yourself into, depending on the terms of what you sign yourself up for. So a lot of people just make it seem like once you get that bag, everything gonna be a blessing from there on, but
It's not.
yeah. If these people is draining you for everything you got off the talent you bringing to them, ain't no telling what you could do with the talent yourself, and as long as you take initiative. So, you know, I'm thinking about that for the most part, the independent part, but definitely the numbers is right. Major labels is talking. I'm here. I'm here.
Yo, I'm loving this guy already. Cool. Is there any, like, you know, artists in the game that you idolize, whether independent or, you know, signed to a label?
I
Or
definitely
possibly
got
see
my-
yourself, you know, I want to work with this person one day. I can see them on my album.
I definitely got some favorites as in locals as well as like mainstream artists, but I say 3 artists that I definitely want to work with. Gotta be Young Thug, Free the GOAT. That's my guy.
yeah.
Definitely Ye.
Yes,
He's a legend. And of course, you gotta throw Drake in there.
Drake. Oh, that's crazy because a lot of people say we not in the Drake era no more, but I like how that's different. Why Drake?
I grew up on Drake, like.
Oh, so you grew up on the
talking
thing,
back.
2010
I'm
thing we laid out,
talking
yeah.
back. I know music from Drake that nobody else don't know. I'm talking about comeback season. I know
Yeah.
Drake from way back when. So it's like, just to watch the evolution of him as an artist is ridiculous. Like what he's been able to do for the music industry since he came in is definitely a bridge or like something I could see myself doing in the long run. Like that's what I'm here for. I wanna set my, you know, everything in stone for me.
Absolutely. Wow, that's real deep. That's real deep. Okay. You know, talk about, you know, there's always showcases out here in the city, being that things are opening up. You know, talk about, you know, the first showcase you ever performed at. What was going through your mind? Being that you say you're slightly
Yeah.
introverted, you know, you got to feel the energy, but, you know, talk about that experience and how did you feel afterwards, being that it was your first time?
So me, well, the blessing of the family that I have, you know, my step-pop's actually a comedian.
Oh, okay.
So as a birthday gift, he actually allowed me to open up for him, for my mom, for her birthday.
Oh.
So this was in Caroline's in the city.
Yeah.
Comedy club, yeah, big. So me being there, it was scary, I wanna say. Not scary, but intimidating.
Yeah.
Just the scenery of like, all right, this is
So
my
many
first
eyes looking on you.
performance. Yeah. Like, I definitely can't mess this up because this for moms, as well as this opening up like for my stepdad. So, me having the opportunity to do that, it was an eye-opener. Let me know, how I want to cater to the people when I'm performing, just the stage work and everything. But it opened my eyes to a lot, I say.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially, when COVID-19 hit, the entertainment industry was at a standstill. Hell, we wasn't even at a standstill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of curious to know when COVID hit and things were like at a standstill, what were you doing during that time? Were you taking a break from music, or were you still in the studio doing little by little and say, okay, when things open up, I could present them with more music? Like, what were you doing to just keep yourself afloat?
COVID absolutely gave me a lot of time to lock in.
Really?
To lock in, yeah. I'm big on perfection. So
absolutely.
I've been, like the whole COVID and up till now, I just been learning how to perfect my craft, whether that was me being an artist, an engineer.
Oh, you engineer your music?
Yeah, engineer my music. I try to produce as well. So I do a little bit of everything, and that just gave me the time, to study, lock in, get in tune with everything, and just figure out what I really want out of music. And I figured, if I'm gonna continue to do this through COVID, as well as everything else that's going on in this world, like, I'm meant to be here.
Yeah, and I love how you say you were still working, because like you say, you see profession, so it's like, while you're working during COVID, while everybody's just taking a little day off, it's kind of like you keeping yourself like 5 to 10 steps ahead of everyone else. So when there's more music, when you're ready to drop more music, everything is there.
Yeah, it's there. Like, I got
so much stuff in archive, right?
Too many.
Yeah, okay, cool. Outside of music, what are some things that you like to do, to keep yourself like to unwind and relax outside of music?
Outside of music, I'm definitely a gym rat.
Yeah, I've been seeing the social media clips. You been at the gym? I seen you. What's been going on?
Whether it's me working out with the gang or playing ball, I definitely a cook some of y'all favorite artists. But yeah.
I love how you do it.
But besides that, I'm definitely a family person. Like, I love spending time with my family. And it's a good thing that all of us get along, because not too many families, get along nowadays. But other than that, I'm a gamer. I definitely game a little
Xbox
bit.
or PS5 or PS4?
Definitely. I'm an Xbox fan, man.
Yes, sir. Okay.
They be sleeping on the Xbox. But yeah, I'm simple. I don't do too much, Like I said, I'm introverted, so whether it's me working out, recording, if it's not that, whatever I'm doing is something to help me get better in whatever else I'm doing.
Okay, cool. I kind of want to go back to you saying you be in the studio, a lot, because, I feel like as an artist, it's always good to be diverse.
Yeah.
I write, I produce, I engineer. I hear a lot of people say engineering is really hard to do. It's not an easy thing. I'm curious to know what's the engineering part, because I had interviewed an engineer before, but to actually, I haven't seen him actually do something with the thing, but he showed me like the board and what you guys are doing. It's a lot of freaking buttons. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. So I'm kind of curious, like how are you able to learn? Did you take some time away from making records and you say, I'm gonna focus on this? Like, how were you able to juggle everything at once with everything you do?
So when I started, as far as my cousin putting me onto the whole music scene and everything, like, he had a setup in his house. So between me just watching him, like, I'm very big on just watching and understanding. So I used to just learn little things from him, whether it was while he was recording or because he definitely engineered his own things. So I would just watch the process to see how things was going. But it's a totally different feel when you actually gotta engineer for yourself. Because it's, like I said, I'm big on perfection, so it's you kind of just finding a perfect tune to your ear as well as everybody else's ear. So it's something big to pick up on, because not everybody hears the same sounds, not everybody likes the same sounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, being an engineer is like, you really just finding the perfect tune to what you want to hear, or as far as the sound of that song in particular.
Absolutely. I like how you said everyone's not gonna understand your sound. You know what I'm saying? Because I think oftentimes artists get very discouraged. They come out with a record and they have so many downs, like, oh, I don't really like this. I don't know if other people's gonna like it. I don't think people realize in New York City itself is 8 billion people, right? It's a lot of people. So just because 5 people said they don't like your record, that doesn't mean other people in many different states, hell, in many different countries, hear all the time that you get so much traffic from another country, and you're like, oh snap. Like they really like American sound. You know what I'm saying? So I really like how you just always say you try to seek perfection. I'm pretty sure you be in the studio like,
it's like,
I'm gonna hold off on it.
And it's so crazy because like me being my own engineer most of the time, because I definitely do majority of my recording at home.
Okay.
So when I go to studio sometimes, and I definitely have a few engineers that I personally like the way they cater to my music, but you know, sometimes you might go to another studio, that person may not know how to work with your sound as of yet or something, but I can never go wrong working on my own sound. So it's like, me, I'm just making my sound better as it goes. And that kind of discourages you a little bit when you going around other engineers and stuff and they're kind of not making things sound how you want it to sound. So like I said, like it's just the balance of finding that perfect tune to your ear.
Okay, cool. I'm curious to know what are the requirements to working with MV.1 if somebody say I want to do a record with you, because I noticed with Pressher, it was mainly you. You were the only person on the record. I'm curious to know, can we see you do like another project with, you know, other people on your records, or kind of curious to know the process of working with you?
So for me personally, as long as I feel like you 100% in your craft, I'm down to work. Like I have no issue with working with somebody who I know is serious about making music.
Yeah.
The talent also does follow with it, but I put it like practice makes perfect. So if somebody's willing to sit here and do this on a regular and they gonna perfect it, like I'll work with you until we get what we looking for. But I definitely do already have some projects with a few people. Shout out my boy Dev, my boy Big Cat, but my boy Dev, me and him about to drop some bangers real soon.
I love how you slid that in.
We about to drop some bangers.
Okay, cool. Now I don't think the people realize you're about to hit the stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm super excited. Don't tell me the song you're about to perform, because I'm really excited. So they gotta wait for that, okay? My boy MV.1's about to hit the stage, so keep it locked and stay tuned.